What is up, everyone watching on the True Heel Heat Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube? Thank you for staying up late on this Monday night, November 29th, 2021, for the Rated Raw Superstars, number
Right,
27. I am True Heel Romeo. I am
27.
joined by my good brother, Drunk Guy JJ. What is up?
The fuck is popping, yo? It's a late night edition, of Monday Night Raw. I mean, usually people go Raw late at night, so if y'all go Raw late at night like us, then y'all already know how you already know how we get down.
We're going Raw, just not with each other.
Yeah,
Tonight.
definitely know each other. Pause. No homo.
Hey, we're going to talk the Monday Night Raw for November 29th. But first, do us a favor. Like this video, share this video, leave a comment if you're watching this the day after. And in the live chat, if you're here with us tonight, let us know what you thought of the show. Even if you didn't watch, let us know what you think as we recap. Vote in the poll on Facebook in the group True Heels, and vote on the poll in the YouTube chat. And definitely subscribe if you're new and you've never heard of us before. Hit the bell for notifications.
That's right.
We cover all the shows.
Join
right
the
here.
wave, man.
Join the wave. And we also appreciate super chats. In case the chat gets too busy, you can send a super chat. Your comment will definitely get read. You can talk about anything. You don't even have to talk about Raw. And subscribe to our Patreon too, True Heel Heat, to further support the gang. All right, let's talk Monday Night Raw, which was from Long Island, New York. And let's get this out of the way while we're talking about Long Island.
Long Island dump.
Besides
The asshole of New York.
Besides that, these ticket comparisons that everyone is doing with AEW. AEW was last here in the New York City area 3 months ago. It's understandable for them to be outselling WWE for this arena, this location, because WWE was just here last week twice, Survivor Series and Raw. Like, am I the only one that makes sense of that? Because I went to those shows. And I'm like, I don't want to go to this Raw. I just saw everybody. Why would I have to go to this?
You didn't see the Rated R God.
Yeah. And it was just a promo, so I could have watched that on YouTube.
Oh, Jesus. But even if I feel like even if that wasn't the case, AEW would still be selling out better than Raw. You know that because the hype for AEW at this point, even with ticket sales anywhere they go, is still at that top tier mark. So nobody's going to Raw, man. Raw, I can't even tell you the last sold out Raw there's been. So so I feel like even if it wasn't for, I think, like you said, I think it's stupid for WWE to be back in New York City.
Dumb scheduling.
A week.
Dumb.
Oh yeah, a week after being there for 2 straight days. I think that was dumb as hell. But I feel like AEW, regardless or not, would have sold it because it's and plus it's a different show. Like you said, it's 3 months apart from Grand Slam. But I just feel like regardless or not, it still would have sold better because it's the hot thing right now. Everybody wants to go to AEW.
No, I had some troll on Twitter telling me, "Oh, Roman Reigns." I just saw Roman Reigns telling me, "Oh, 2 great matches advertised." I saw one of those matches technically last week, even though it was over in minutes.
Yeah, basically.
And he's Edge. Edge was the only good point, but it was a promo. I'll be all right.
Exactly. I mean, anytime you get to see the Radar guy live is a great feeling.
I'll be all right.
But we still got all the time in the world to still see Edge. So, well, not all the time, but a little bit of time.
Yeah, you're gonna see him at day 1 probably if he's got a match there, which I think he will. Oh, so you are going to day 1? Yeah.
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, you just nodded.
I told you about watching the show. Not going. I am retired, guys.
Oh, okay.
I am retired. I am Jordan in '93 right now. I'll come back with the 4-5 and for Mania.
Hello, scammers have feelings. Is this the guy that got scammed by Seth Rollins?
Oh man, it probably is.
What is up, Frantic World? As always,
it's good, Frantic.
R. Williams, they're trying to save money by staying in the same area.
I mean, in hindsight, they're not really saving because it's a different venue. And travel, they still got to travel. They're not going to be in New York for the whole week.
I saved money by getting 2-for-1 tickets for Survivor Series and Raw. I saved money.
I saved money by not going to either of these shows.
Did Liv Morgan say something about the WWE releases? Yes, we will get into that in a few because it's early on in the show. But let's start with what's opened the show, which was Seth freaking Rollins with a promo.
God.
Drip God. Nobody can keep him down. Not Big E, not KO, not Finn Balor, and definitely not some Riri from Brooklyn. Well, he didn't say that, but I added that. I thought he was gonna allude to that. But,
I thought he would too, but that's a lawsuit if he would have said his name.
We learned at day one it'll be Biggie versus Seth in Atlanta for the championship. And then Finn Balor comes out because they have a match, and Finn with a mean streak using the steel steps. The ref asks Seth if he wants to start the match. Seth says yes.
The way Seth fucking flew over that freaking barricade was not safe at all. He just fell back. He didn't even go like try to break his fall. Like that could have been real bad.
And all of that head start by Finn Balor is still not enough as Seth overcomes it all. A thumb to Finn's eye, followed by an elbow to the back of the head and a stomp. Finn looks weak here. Even when you call it a dirty finish with the thumb to the eye, he had such an advantage before the match. It's like you could have got away with Finn winning this, but no. Got to make Seth look strong, even coming back from the odds.
He got embarrassed last week. This week, he gets, like you said, he gets a head start and loses again. Finn is now looking like a prince. He's looking more like a peasant. So, whatever.
Austin Theory makes the mistake of asking Vince McMahon how he's feeling and almost gets released on the spot. I really thought he was going to get released on the spot.
I thought Vince had that pink slip in the pocket, man. Had that pink slip in that back pocket.
But Vince had a better idea. He forces Austin to sit and watch all 3 hours of Raw with him.
God, that's so brutal. That's worse than getting released.
For most Raws, yes. Probably not for this Raw. If he ever steals from him again, he will kill him. More murder threats on Raw. Murder. We know where it come from. We know where they come from now.
Man. Good old Bill. Good old William.
At the end of the night, these segments take place throughout the night where Vince keeps asking Theory if he's learning something from watching. At the end of the night, Theory says he learned a lot tonight, like to expect the unexpected. And they both stand up, and Vince slaps the shit out of him. You got a lot to learn. How did you like these Vince and Theory segments? Do you see this continuing? Is this something you want to see more of? Austin Theory learning from Vince McMahon?
I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like even with shit like this, like getting the Vince rub, I don't feel like Austin Theory's safe. He can get released any moment now with the way things are going in WWE. But outside of that, if we're just talking about the wrestling aspect, I kind of enjoyed this. It goes to show that Vince must really like Austin Theory for him to pop up 2 weeks in a row, basically putting him over doing these segments.
And Vince doesn't normally like Austin's.
Exactly. Exactly. So for him to do this, I'm assuming he sees something very. I mean, Austin Theory got the look. He got everything. In a few years, if he's not released, he could definitely be a champion in the company.
You know, if we were to make a 4 pillars of WWE like AEW has, I would think Austin Theory would be one of those for the future.
Yeah. It's kind of sad because now the landscape for WWE right now, you don't even have people you can really look at in the future, which is so
Here's
sad.
my 4. Here's my 4 because somebody asked me this on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Theory, Braun Breaker, Bianca Belair, and Omos. Obviously, it's not as sexy as AEW's 4. But I think
that sounds
that's
like a terrible.
No,
that's terrible.
But I think if you had to
Braun
choose,
Breaker, I'm like, but if you can't bring up NXT, so you talk about the future guys that are on the main roster, so you got to take Braun out.
Oh well, I'm not gonna think that far. I gave you 3. That's good enough. Do I want to say Damian Priest? Do I want to say Riddle? I don't know. I'm not. I'm not as confident.
I'll give you Riddle before I give you Priest.
All right. The Becky Liv contract signing. The match is happening next Monday on Raw. Becky shits on Long Island. They don't get to see the match tonight, just like they haven't seen the New York Islanders win there yet. It's pathetic.
So sad.
So, by the way, Liv looked great with the knee highs.
Fucking sexy as a motherfucker. Jergens.
They finally show that awesome Becky backstage exclusive promo with her crying about Charlotte from after Survivor Series. It's used by Liv to make fun of Becky crying. Who knew big time Bex cried like such a little baby? First of all, the audacity of Liv Morgan. And second of all, what the hell is babyface about this?
Oh yeah, that part wasn't really babyface. I'm kind of happy they used what I brought up last week about this. Like, no, she's gonna make fun of her crowd. Show what she did in Survivor Series. But yeah, there's nothing really babyface about it. She's basically picking on Becky. But to be fair, Becky did it to her last week, so it's basically reciprocating the same energy.
By the way, Liv blamed Becky's big contract for why her friends are gone.
Yeah, that was that's when she said that definitely felt personal. So that's probably what possibly really is the reasoning behind the Riot Squad being blown up.
All right, Williams, I love how Raw got Raw tonight. Liv talked about the releases, and so did Edge. He said Miz left his partner to get fired. We'll get into that shortly. What is up, DJ Eric? Man, I'd rather get released than sit through 3 hours of Raw. And R. Williams, Seth the Drip God, came out with the red fur looking like Cameron. But then he got upstaged by his wife, who came out with the all-pink Dipset fur and goggles. Dipset approved. Look at this.
Dipset all fucking day.
Do you like those comparisons to
the pink fur? Absolutely. Becky knew what she was doing. Oh, she needed the pink fur hat, and there you go. Oh, you got to Photoshop a pink fur hat on her head.
There's one.
With a phone.
And there's two. So all good around, all good fashion report for both of them tonight. You'd say?
Definitely. Yeah, Seth and Becky been killing it with the fashion wise. I mean, that's not even. Seth's been really on point since his new character any damn way. So it's so weird to see that. It's so weird to think about that. Like Seth Rollins is the guy that's leading the fashion in WWE. It doesn't strike me as that kind of
guy. Moving along here. Riddle with a Hey Randy shirt on WWE Shop right now.
That's right.
You still got 15 minutes for Cyber Monday.
Yeah. It's not on sale, unfortunately.
No? Oh.
No.
Damn.
Only the scooter, yeah. Only the old Arcade Bro shirt is.
Drunk guy looked.
Yeah, of course.
Riddle surprised that Randy's not dressed like him this week. Makes him close his eyes so he could put a wig on him.
That shit had me fucking dying.
Riddle quickly takes it off after Orton threatens him.
Yep, 2 seconds.
Once again, RK Bro is on a roll here with the comedy after a little dry spell. RK Bro versus the Dirty Dogs. A double RKO is blocked. Ziggler blocks an RKO. He gets a zigzag for a nice near fall, but Randy eventually hits the RKO for the win. Decent action for what it was. For the tag team championship.
I was kind of worried that we were going to make this like a feud, but thank God they didn't. They just got the shit over with. So I don't know who RK Bro faces now. We're leading into day one. But I love the comedy shit with them. Oh my God.
Yes.
Fucking Randy Orton looking like Billy Ray Cyrus. It was definitely a funny ass segment.
Is Vince trying to make Austin Theory the GM of Raw? I fucking hope not.
I pray to God not.
Vince is clearly trying to invest in the future now with the main roster in NXT, says R. Williams.
That's funny.
We'll see. JJ still wanting those stale Cheetos and sweet tea. I also have PS5. What? You could play LOL?
This sounds very creepy.
What is this? What is the reference for this?
I have no idea.
Did you say something about this last week or something?
No. What the fuck am I talking about Cheetos
for? I don't fucking know. Maybe DJ Eric can elaborate.
Yeah, please elaborate. Stale Cheetos and all the PlayStations in the world. That sounds like you're trying to lure me in the basement.
Edge returned to as big a pop as you can expect from the small crowd. Says gives his props to Seth Rollins, says he deserves his title shot. And then Christmas comes early as The Miz returns with Maryse with matching Miz and Mrs. outfits.
Yeah, speaking of drip, those were definitely fire gear that went to waste because it was just cut promo. But
And should we say The Miz or should we say the more famous MJF?
Definitely the more famous MJF, at least for now. And then we can
We got
call, the less famous Miz on Wednesday.
amazing Dancing with the Stars highlights. The Miz was robbed, by the way. Miz upset that Edge's return got all this press release attention. Says Edge. Say that again.
No, I said he wish he could be as big as Edge.
Says Edge had been gone a month, and now his career is all about making big comeback returns a month later. Miz took issue with Edge not mentioning him as an opponent to face. Edge said he thought he was still painting himself as a genie and dancing. Edge mocked him, finishing 9th. Miz rightfully blamed the WWE fans for not being loyal. Miz brings up Edge was the opener when he was main eventing WrestleMania for the championship. Edge says, you have other people on other shows saying your name just to get a cheap reaction. You live rent-free in a lot of heads. A clear mention of AEW, CM Punk, and MJF. Edge also says he left his partner high and dry to get fired. Miz asked the fans if they wanted to see them dance. He then says no and leaves.
Edge is my guy, but the audacity to talk about leaving his friend to get fired. Is your friend not Christian? Oh, okay. Get the fuck out of here.
This segment was a lot of fun. Unexpected. I didn't expect the Miz to return. And the irony that we get an Edge-Miz feud as we also get a Punk MJF feud. Very similar situations.
Basically, you're right.
Anything else on this segment? Besides the lovely Maurice?
Yes, looking like a whole snizak. But I don't know how I feel about this.
Miz wasn't high on your list of guys you wanted Edge to return to face?
Not at all. But I just think in my mind when I thought Edge came back, he was just going to face guys he's never faced before, or that's what at least I thought. Coming back to face Miz, we've seen him not have a feud per se, but they've definitely had matches.
I guess Edge is going to stick around a lot longer than we think. He's going to go through everybody.
God, I hope not.
I'm fine with it. As long as it's not multi-month feud,
Exactly. They can do this little 4-week thing, to day one, have this match, go on about their business. I've seen people on Twitter talking about they think it's going to be Miz, Maurice, and Edge and Beth. I'm like, I don't.
Eventually Edge is going to probably want to do some kind of mixed tag with his wife. You can't blame him for wanting to do that. Miz and Maurice have done it before.
Yeah, definitely. Numerous times.
Huh?
Numerous times.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else would you even do it with?
Well,
not tag? Seth and Becky. They don't want to do that anymore.
Not Nate, because I don't want to see Edge and Seth in the ring no more now.
That's true. Another point.
Yeah. That is, yeah.
I can't think of anyone else.
Jimmy Uso and Naomi.
Oh, jeez. Pray for AJ Styles, who is now blind from last week's fire extinguisher. It's the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. AJ tried to interfere, magically regaining his vision. Montez knocks him off the apron, hits a great frog splash for the win. And afterwards, AJ knew he fucked up because he had Omos, trim his beard earlier because he can't see. And Omos didn't look pleased at AJ.
At all.
So are we already heading towards this break?
Yeah. Omos is going to be the babyface out of this situation.
He's a pillar. He's a pillar of WWE now. You heard it here first.
Yeah. We wish you well in your future endeavors next year.
Let's see what we got in the chats. Vince really has no choice but to invest in the future because that's pretty much all he has left. He fired everyone. On recap of the Bash at the Beach show, JJ said he was hiding from some people.
Oh, when I said I've been out the DeLorean because I've been on the run from the drug deal going bad. Gotcha.
So Miz comes back after John Morrison is gone from WWE. Wow. He wasn't going to quit. He's got it good in WWE. They love him.
Word. This man brings so much attention to WWE from all his outside
He
endeavors.
gets paid.
Exactly. They're not letting this man go.
You'll be like, John, I feel bad for you. Good luck. That's it. I want to see Beth Phoenix
Marines to make
versus Bianca. She already said that's a dream match.
I'm good.
Oh, you could throw Montez in for a mixed tag. That'd be hard to get a story though, because they're baby faces. Moving on, Priest versus Apollo for the U.S. title. Priest messing with Commander Aziz on the outside, and then almost breaks his neck trying a somersault flip.
Yo, that was there was just a couple spots that just looked really bad in this match.
Yeah, I wonder if Priest was out drinking or something earlier.
He's very sloppy tonight. I mean, it's hungover.
Thank God for Apollo saving him there, though. Then he snaps. He does it's so goofy. I hate it.
It really is.
Why did they change Priest?
Really stupid.
He was on a roll, man, and then now they're trying to introduce this shit. And I don't know if it's necessarily getting over, but it's not with me.
It's not. And how could you get over? Because basically, you're making it. You can't get something like that over when you basically have him as a face and a heel. It doesn't. That's just dumb. Like you said, there was nothing wrong with the character he had. You put the belt on him as that character. You just randomly out the blue changed it for what? No reason. This shit is stupid.
I don't know. Jeez. The Priest wins with a reckoning. If you were wondering. Mysterios versus the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business, who never hang out with Lashley at all.
He's like, fuck them kids.
Double 619 Mysterios win. Then we get this random, well, not random because they introduced it earlier, but it's still random, 10-woman tag. Team Liv, which is Bianca, Nikki, Rhea, and Dana Brooke. Happy birthday, Dana Brooke. Versus...
I figured they did it. Oh, sorry. I figured they did a 10-man match because of what Becky said last week about how the crowd basically shat on the 10 women's tag match of Survivor Series. So this is like one of them things to make the women feel good about themselves.
Yeah, too bad this crowd didn't care either.
Yeah.
Team Becky was Queen Zelina, Carmella, Doudrop, and Tamina. No wave in this match. The people in Long Island are more respectful than the people in Brooklyn, I can assure you.
You can't wave with 500 fans.
It seemed like it'd be easier. I don't know. But no,
it would look shitty.
The poor women on the apron doing their best to get them involved, clapping.
Crickets.
Liv wins with Oblivion on Tamina, and then also hits it on Becky after the match. By the way, this went way too long.
Oh my God, I had to turn the channel.
Great pictures, though. Great group team pictures. I admired that.
I love a group of women at one time.
Let's get into the storyline of how Kevin Owens told Rollins backstage that if he wins tonight versus Biggie, he's in the title match at day one. Seth did not like this one bit and complained to Adam Pearce, who said, don't believe Kevin Owens. And so Seth leaves. But then you see Adam Pearce is pondering the idea. So Seth goes back to Kevin Owens and laughs in his face, calling him a liar, liar, pants on fire. KO still maintains that it's happening. So then Seth goes back to Pearce. And I don't got to tell you what happens. Just look at these 4 pictures. They tell the story on their own. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the stipulation is on. If KO wins, he is at the day one championship match. KO versus Big E. Solid match. Seth was great on commentary, rooting for Big E, trying to remain calm. And Owens eventually attacks him at ringside, causing Seth to lose his cool and attack KO for the DQ. Owens now added to the match at day one. And you know what? I absolutely can see Seth Rollins winning now with triple threat rules.
Yes, I
start off the new year with a bang.
I see Seth winning, pinning KO. this is probably the last time we see KO.
Or KO
And
wins and takes the title to AEW. One or the other.
right.
I can't even
Oh
say
my
that with a straight
God!
face.
What a way to start 2022, right? I don't know. I feel like I feel like they might give Biggie his run till Mania. I feel like Biggie could probably let this rock to Mania. Seth, at this point, at this new character development he's going on with, he definitely gonna get the belt soon. Especially now that he's on Raw, and that heel, the top heels on it's very thin. So Seth definitely will be getting a title run.
I could see it. Them giving up on Biggie for a little bit. He's not in the championship match at Mania. I could see Seth Rollins being the champion at Mania. That's been a goal of his to main event or WrestleMania. I don't know if he'll do it with Roman on the card, but hey.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
It sounds like Raw was a weird show. Was it weird?
It's
Weird that it was good.
Yeah,
That's weird.
it wasn't that bad. I mean, even with everything they advertised, it just how could that be bad? Unless the typical bait and switch. But
KO looks ready to get out of WWE. Well, just keep fighting.
Yep.
Keep fighting. You're almost
Ain't
there.
got that much for here, exactly.
All right, so let's wrap up this Raw match of the night. I'll go Finn and Seth. Although you can make a case for the main event too.
I'll probably go with main event. Biggie.
All right. MVP. I'm gonna go Miz, Edge, and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Miz and Seth Rollins.
No Edge.
The Radar God's back. I feel like he's going to feud with Miz. I don't really care.
That's not his fault.
Yeah, of course not. But Miz is back. Surprise return. Had a good exchange with Edge. Edge basically said a generic, babyface shit. So I feel like Miz got this one, which is why he gets MVP over.
Gotcha. LVP. I am gonna go Finn Balor.
Yes, he is looking like a fucking loser now. I don't like this.
And we will put our thumbs out. And in 3, 2, 1 will be thumbs up or thumbs down for this edition of Monday Night Raw. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. A unanimous thumbs up. Let's see what the people thought in the True Heels group as well as here in the YouTube chat. On Facebook, it's tied between thumbs up and thumbs down. And on here, it's thumbs in the middle.
Okay.
Thumbs in the middle wins for the True Heels. They got the most votes. But our 2 thumbs ups are stronger than your thumbs in the middle.
Exactly. We run this shit.
I didn't say it like that.
It's our fucking house.
So on the Rated Raw Superstars scoreboard, Raw has 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down, and 2 thumbs in the middles. This is counting since the new Raw roster. So
I was about to say, what the fuck? How many? I'm sure a short amount of thumbs.
Next week, the only thing they announced is Becky and Liv, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who you got in that?
Becky, of course.
I'm gonna go with Becky too. Sorry, I can't buy Liv winning, especially when she came out on top tonight.
And not on a fucking random Raw either.
So Nia Jax is retired now.
Oh,
She
happy day.
doesn't sound like she wants to wrestle.
I mean, she wasn't really wrestling in WWE.
That is gonna do it for this
that wrestling
edition of the Rated Raw Superstars. Drunk Guy, where can everyone find you?
Instagram, Hacksaw_J_Duggan. Twitter, Drunken Master JJ. Facebook, my name is my name. If you don't know my name, don't fucking add me. You probably can't even tell me on Facebook anyway, because now I'm a Ghostface Killer. The gang, you already know where to find us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, that's bro. Skull Knights, Pornhub, XXNX, Red Tube, Yellow Tube, Purple Tube, Christian Mingle, Black People Meet. We're everywhere. True Hill Heat is everywhere. Forever.
forever. You can follow me, True Hill Romeo, on Twitter and Instagram, right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Hey, check out our True Rewind 65, which dropped earlier today live.
That's right.
It was WCW Bash at the Beach. It was me and Drunk Guy JJ, SP3, and our special guest, Sat E of Wrestling Daily. So thank you, everyone. Thumbs up this video. Share this video. Leave a comment if you're watching this on demand. We appreciate you staying up late here with us all the way into Tuesday morning. And we will be back here next week for another edition of the Rated Raw Superstars. So for Drunk Guy JJ, I am Romeo. Thank you for watching Rated Raw Superstars number 27, the more famous MJF.
On this day.
I just realized that this Raw was in MJF's hometown too.
Yeah.
More irony.
They didn't even get a reaction like that. It's crazy.